Here are predominantly small cells with condensed chromatin, slightly irregular nuclear outline. So effacement of lymph node architecture by small, mature appearing like B cells. Okay, predominantly small cells with a condensed chromatin. And what we are seeing here is a pale histiocyte with eosinophilic cytoplasm, and nucleus is located here. Histiocyte with abundant eosinophilic cytoplasm. This is seen in Mantle lymphoma. Histiocytes with abundant cytoplasm, but they are not like the tingible body macrophages. Okay, they are not like them. So diffuse effacement of lymph node architecture by small B cells and many histiocytes with eosinophilic cytoplasm. Another property, look at this vessel. These are the RBC. This is the vessel cavity, and the vessel wall is thickened, hyalinized vessel, thickened hyalinized vessels. So these pale histiocytes with eosinophilic cytoplasm and hyalinized vessels are features of Mantle lymphoma. Again, these are small cell lymphoma, predominantly small cell with slight irregular nuclear outline, condensed chromatin, and histiocytes with abundant pale cytoplasm. Then there is another variant of Mantle called blastoid variant. Compared to normal small cell lymphoma, this blastoid variant has intermediate size of nucleus, intermediate sized nucleus, and more dispersed chromatin, not condensed as in here. Dispersed chromatin, intermediate size. This is a more aggressive lymphoma. So there is more cell turnover, and there are tingible body macrophages like thing here, macrophages with debris. This resembles the Burkitt's lymphoma with a star sky appearance. Burkitt's lymphoma is also an intermediate sized cells like this with the dispersed chromatin. And since it is a high grade lymphoma, there is several of these kind of macrophages with debris. So we may confuse with the Burkitt's lymphoma. But we know Burkitt's lymphoma is seen in children. But this blastoid variant of Mantle lymphoma and older individuals. Small cell lymphoma, Mantle lymphoma, diffuse large B-cell lymphoma, many of the lymphomas are seen in older individuals. So we can do cyclin D1 scheme for that. What is the translocation found in the Mantle lymphoma? Translocation 11-14. What is in the 14? 14 there is immunoglobulin heavy chain. And what is there in the 11 there is cyclin D1. So translocation 11-14. 14 there is immunoglobulin heavy chain, and 11 there is cyclin D1. Okay. So because of translocation between 11 and 14, IGH and cyclin D1, there is cyclin D1 overexpression. Cyclin D1 overexpression. What is the problem with cyclin D1 overexpression? If there are more cyclin D1, cyclin D CDK4 complex can form. This cyclin D CDK4 complex can phosphorylate RB. So cyclin D CDK4 complex phosphorylating RB. RB normally holds the E2F transcription factor. So cyclin D CDK4 phosphorylating RB. So they phosphorylate RB so that RB can no longer hold the E2F. So E2F is free, and it increases the S-phase gene transcription. Cyclin D CDK4 complex phosphorylate the RB. RB can no longer hold the E2F. E2F is released, and E2F causes increased S-phase gene transcription. That is what is happening in the cell cycle. So here there is translocation 11-14. 14 there is IGH, and 11 there is cyclin D1. So there is increased cyclin D1 expression, increased cell proliferation. Okay. So cyclin D1 can use when we have difficulty like here, where the blastoid variant of Mantle lymphoma resembles the Burkitt's lymphoma. In order to distinguish, we can use this. Mantle cell lymphomas are positive for all of the following except. They are positive for the B cell markers like CD20, CD90. CD43 is common leukocyte antigen. It is common in all leukocytes. The answer is CD23. CD23 is negative in Mantle lymphoma, but it is positive in the CLL. That is how CLL and Mantle lymphoma are differentiated. CD5, even though a T cell marker, is apparently expressed in both the CLL and Mantle lymphoma. Sometimes this Mantle lymphoma can be presented with the lymphomatoid polyposis in the intestine. This is intestine with the villi, intestinal mucosa, and this is the muscle layer of the intestine. But the dark region here, this is the lymphoma. Lymphomatoid polyposis in the intestine can be caused by this mantle zone lymphoma. Then we have another small. We have seen CLL, mantle zone lymphoma. All these are